Peace be with you. Trucking with Trentissimo. I've had a lot of good mentors over the years. I mean, so many. I'm really grateful for them. One thing that they focused on was telling me how to make sure not to do something. So when it comes to being safe in life, you do need to learn from others' mistakes. So as a truck driver, I've passed this second scene I've passed, and I just pulled my truck over up there to study and try and figure out what not to do compared to whatever this trucker did. Because truth be told, the trucker gets credit sometimes or blame for wrecks that are not his fault, like fender benders, somebody slide a little bit, but you're responsible for maintaining control of the truck. And there's a real high cut-in rate, about 7 out of 10. So that's why I go 5 to 10 under. But if you're going slow enough, this should never happen, period. I mean, that's just, let me give an example. Dwayne Jordan, 45 years, no wrecks. So unless there was a mechanical defect, which is not likely, as that you see here, looks like the steering column broke, or it's not actually broke. It's just really pinched. So nothing broke. So it shouldn't have been steering. He just lost control on the ice. And it could be anywhere from up to 75, 80,000 pounds. It ain't been sitting here long. Snow's still on the ground. So I suspect he came down this hill here, like his truck's about to do right there. And he lost control, right? And came right through here. When he lost control, and that thing jackknifed and spun. The unique part, which is helpful, I think, for the sake of informing people on the show, is I did practice law also in cases that involve deaths due to a truck wreck. And the one particular case, one was against Buffalo Rock. Guy had run a motorcycle up under a truck. The truck was sprawled out across traffic. And then the other one had a bunch of them, went to the point of preparation of trial and striking a jury. The guy was coming down a hill, a little bit bigger of a hill than that. Black Warrior Minerals is the name of that case. And where these concrete barriers are, it was traffic coming one way and the other on that road. The truck lost control coming down the hill and then turned over into the lane, like sliding, and pinned an SUV against the corner of the bridge, killing the driver, obviously immediately. So it's not, and we showed in that case, Clay Hornsby tried that one and got a $20 million verdict because we could prove that trucking company, I think it was like 83%, it was over 80% of the time, their own scales showed they were overloaded. But see, they didn't have to hit interstates for their routes, so they rarely got picked up on it. But the jury was pissed, and I would have been too. The jury, I think Clay established how they had made $50 million over the years, and it showed that pattern of 83%, just not getting caught. But that's why you obey good rules, keep the Constitution. See, some things are wasteful, and you know it. You know, some of the rules are just tedious reporting, salutations, but things like weight and speed, extremely important in trucking. And really just in life. Keep yourself, your own corpus, your own body fit and under control. Those are spiritual byproducts of a healthy life. So trucking with Trentissimo, that guy successfully navigated that turn. This fella or lady, whoever they were, unfortunately when the ice was down, and it's difficult to tell the difference, especially with concrete transition to that black pavement. sometimes the pavement will look like concrete when it's frozen over, because there's different materials they use for the surface of the road. So if you are on, I've put this in my notes for the Gazette, if you are on the roadways during snow events, be very cautious. I personally think they need to have snow days and require a endorsement, even for pedestrian vehicles, that you can't get on the road unless you have a snow day endorsement. Because once there's black ice out like that, I in this vehicle, I literally in parking lots have done everything I can to almost recreate what a wreck would look like sliding to see how it, threshold testing to see how well it would do with and without a trailer. And with extra weight, you know, it does make a big difference. But even lightweight passenger vehicles will slide a lot on black ice. So peace be with you. God loves you, and so do I.